Chapter 091. The noise was quite loud. You are listening at NovelFlow.audio. Cheng Xiaoyu was safe. Su Ling'er had no worries and successfully signed a contract with the Shen family. After signing the contract, she rushed home without stopping to see Cheng Xiaoyu. When I got home, the whole family was watching TV. Su Ling'er couldn't wait to ask, Xiao Yuer, how did you escape from the Fong family? Cheng Xiaoyu pointed at the TV, watch the news. News? Su Ling'er looked at the TV suspiciously. Today, the Lin Hai Fong family was investigated and dealt with in accordance with the law for allegedly stealing arms. Their property was confiscated, and the relevant personnel were sent to a military court. Colonel Lone Wolf personally leads the team, and the defense is rigorous and watertight, not letting any fish slip through the net. Su Ling'er covered her mouth in shock. The Fong family is so big, will it just disappear after you say no? After a long time, she calmed down. After calming down, she realized that there were many doubts in it. She said curiously, it's strange, the Fong family is in the real estate business. Stealing arms is useless, unless they are smart. Besides, if it doesn't break out sooner or later, it happens at this time. I'm afraid there's something going on here. Su Dehai started to talk loudly. I think this is probably the Shen family taking revenge on the Fong family. Su Ling'er frowned, revenge from the Shen family? It's unlikely. The Fong family just insulted the Shen family a few words in the bidding document. How could the Shen family start such a big battle? Besides, the Shen family has so much energy that Colonel Lone Wolf can take action himself. Su Dehai said, now the outside world is going crazy, saying that the Lin Hai Shen family is just a puppet of the commander-in-chief. When Fong Zhongxin insults the Shen family, he is insulting the commander-in-chief. As we all know, the commander-in-chief is sacred and cannot be insulted. And Lone Wolf is also a subordinate of Shen Shui. It is very likely that Shen Shui sent Lone Wolf to do it. Su Ling'er thought thoughtfully, oh, then this handsome guy is too petty. Ahem. Yi Wudao and Cheng Xiaoyu coughed at the same time. Su Ling'er looked at the two of them curiously. What's wrong with you? The two of them shook their heads. Nothing, nothing. Cheng Xiaoyu giggled at Yi Wudao. At this moment, she had a sense of superiority. Like everyone else was drunk and I was alone. Yi Wudao's cell phone suddenly rang. He glanced at the phone number and his expression suddenly became solemn. This was a call from Chief Number 1 to himself. He said, I'll go out to take a call, and went downstairs. Back in the car, he pressed the answer button. Hello, old chief. Yi Wudao and the chief were equals, so there was no need to be cautious of vicissitudes of life, but a strong and powerful voice came from the opposite side. Xiaoya, the commotion in Lin Hai City this time is a bit big. Yi Wudao said, it's just a small second-rate family, it's nothing big. The other party said, that's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is that if you make such a fuss in Lin Hai, all the hostile forces will know that you are in Lin Hai City. In addition, the last coming out ceremony was also held in Lin Hai City. Those hostile forces are speculating that you have settled in Lin Hai City and will not come back to the border. Those hostile forces are now eyeing us and may invade the border at any time. You'd better seize the time and come to the border to scare those hostile forces. Yi Wudao was a little embarrassed. I'm sorry, old chief, please forgive me, I have some unfinished business in Lin Hai City. The other party laughed dumbly. I've heard about you, and I know you won't come back. How about this? You go to the upcoming forum of the Traditional Chinese Medicine Association. I will release the news then, saying that you went to Lin Hai City to participate in the Chinese Medicine Forum, not to settle down. After the forum is held, you will return to the border, and those hostile forces will not dare to invade. Yi Wudao thought for a moment and nodded. Then let's do this for now. The other party, okay, since you have no objection, I will release the news now. Chapter 092 20th Birthday. You are listening at NovelFlow.audio. The next day, a piece of heavy news bombarded the entire Lin Hai City. The upcoming Chinese Medicine Association Forum. Shen Shui will also attend as the Needle God, that is to say, Shen Shui is coming to Lin Hai City. they may have the opportunity to see Shuai's true appearance. Everyone who heard about it was excited. Of course, the most excited were the practitioners of Chinese medicine. They had the opportunity to participate in the Chinese medicine forum and may have close contact with the needle god Shui. For a time, the invitation letter of the Chinese medicine forum was sold at a sky-high price, and it was hard to get a ticket. As an old Chinese medicine practitioner, Su Dehai also learned the news at the first time. He was very emotional. Of course, he was happy that Shui could participate in the Chinese medicine forum. This was a great opportunity to promote Chinese medicine. It was just a pity that he was not qualified to participate in the Chinese medicine forum and could not witness the medical skills of the needle god with his own eyes. He was depressed while eating breakfast. Yi Wudao asked curiously, "Dad, what's wrong with you? You look unhappy." Su Dehai said, "Hey, it's nothing. I just feel a little sorry that I can't attend the Chinese Medicine Association." Yi Wudao casually took out 2 tickets and handed them to Su Dehai. "Dad, I have 2 tickets here. I'll give them to you." "Huh?" Su Linger's family was stunned for a moment, looking at Yi Wudao in surprise. Everyone knows how difficult it is to get tickets now. Where did Yi Wudao get them? And he casually took out 2 tickets, calmly, as if he took out $2. Su Dehai took the tickets with trembling hands and checked them carefully. After a moment, his old face flushed with excitement. "Really, it's true. Xiao Yi, where did you get the admission ticket?" Yi Wudao, do you still remember Ren Susu? The daughter of the owner of the Crystal Palace Hotel. Last time I cured her father's cerebral infarction, she gave me 2 admission tickets. Su Dehai suddenly realized, so that's the case. But even if I get the admission ticket, I'm afraid I can't participate. Yi Wudao, why? Su Dehai said, the forum stipulates that an institution can only send 2 people to participate. The 2 places in Renai Hospital where I work have been distributed. Unless, I quit my job at Renai Hospital and start a clinic myself, and participate as an individual business owner. Yi Wudao said casually, then quit your job and start your own clinic. Su Dehai looked at Li Yuhuan cautiously. "Yuhuan, what do you think?" Li Yuhuan has always disagreed with Su Dehai's resignation from his job, and her attitude is resolute. Su Dehai did not hold much hope for this. Li Yuhuan looked at Yi Wudao hesitantly and said, "Since Xiaoye has said so, then you should do it." Su Dehai rubbed his hands excitedly. Okay, this time I can finally do something big. Xiaoye, you are really my lucky general. Come, eat some vegetables. He was in a good mood and ate 1 more bowl of rice than usual. Seeing Su Dehai constantly picking up food for Yi Wudao, Su Linger rolled her eyes. Dead wood, competing with me for favor again. However, she was still very grateful to Yi Wudao in her heart. After all, he fulfilled his father's dream. After eating, Su Dehai put down his bowl and chopsticks. "I'm going to the hospital to resign now. Xiaoye, why don't you wait for me at home and run around with me, look at the store, and go through the procedures?" Yi Wudao agreed happily, "No problem." Su Dehai left. Su Linger ate 2 mouthfuls of rice, wiped her mouth, and went to work. After winning the big project of love in a fallen city, Su Linger will be busy in the future. Cheng Xiaoyu suddenly called her. "Sister Ling, arrange a job for me, I will follow you from now on." Su Linger was a little surprised. "Xiao Yuer, you are a doctoral student at least, how can you be interested in my small factory?" Cheng Xiaoyu flattered. "Sister Ling, although your factory is small now, I believe you will be able to rise to prominence in the future and become a leader in the industry." Just kidding, the god coach personally gave Su Linger the job. It would be strange if she didn't rise. "Su Linger, you must have eaten honey early in the morning, your mouth is so sweet." "Okay, you can be my secretary first, and the salary and benefits will be paid according to the highest standard." "Thank you, Sister Ling." Cheng Xiaoyu jumped and followed Su Linger away. Only Yi Wudao and Li Yuhuan were left at the scene. Li Yuhuan said as she cleaned up the dishes, "Xiao Yi, Linger will be 20 years old in a few days. According to the customs of our hometown, the 20th birthday is a coming-of-age ceremony, and it should be celebrated in a big way. You see." Yi Wudao said, "Well, then let's have a grand celebration." Li Yuhuan, okay, I'll go and inform my relatives in my hometown now. Yi Wudao smacked his lips. He didn't expect Su Linger to be only 20 years old, nearly 10 years younger than him. What a bargain. What gift should I give her for her 20th birthday? Well, it's not bad to give her Fong's construction company. Chapter 093 Opening a Small Clinic. You are listening at NovelFlow.audio. Not long after, Su Dehai resigned and came back. Yi Wudao immediately took Su Dehai to the market to pick a store. However, Su Dehai had been a doctor for his whole life, and Yi Wudao had been a soldier for half his life. They were both complete outsiders in business. Looking at the advertisements for the transfer of shops all over the street, they were confused. Finally, Yi Wudao had no choice but to call Shen Fengchen and ask for his advice. As the saying goes, every profession has its own specialty. I heard that the starting price for consulting Shen Fengchen on business matters is now in the tens of millions, and often, even if you have money, you may not be able to talk to Shen Fengchen. The call was quickly connected, and Shen Fengchen said respectfully, Mr. Yi, you are looking for me. Yi Wudao, Xiao Shen, my father wants to open a cardiology clinic. What location do you think is the most suitable? Shen Fengchen hurriedly said, the most professional cardiology department is the Municipal People's Hospital, but it is a state-owned asset, and it is a bit troublesome to take it over. I still recommend the Sino-Japanese Friendship Hospital. That hospital is large and privately owned, so it is easy to take it over. Yi Wudao hurriedly said, Stop, I'm not asking you to acquire the hospital, I just want to open a small clinic. Shen Fengchen felt a little sorry. The needle god working in a small clinic is really like using an anti-aircraft gun to kill a mosquito, he suggested. I think Qingshui Street is good. There are farmers who grow vegetables in greenhouses near Qingshui Street. Due to the working environment, they all have some heart diseases. Besides, there is no hospital nearby. Farmers have to travel dozens of kilometers by car to see a doctor. In addition, the consultation fee of large hospitals is expensive. Farmers would rather endure it than go to large hospitals. If you open a small clinic, the business will definitely be booming. Yi Wudao nodded, well, I'll go over and check it out. Shen Fengchen, okay, Mr. Shen, I will buy Qingshui Street right away. Yi Wudao had a headache, my business, you are not allowed to interfere. Shen Fengchen said helplessly, then. Okay. After hanging up the phone, Yi Wudao told Su Dehai about the advantages of Qingshui Street. Su Dehai's eyes suddenly lit up. Well, Qingshui Street is indeed a feng shui treasure land. It's just that it's a little far from our home, but that's not a problem. Yi Wudao, well, I don't think it's a problem either. At worst, we can buy a villa nearby. Our house is a little too small. Su Dehai. How many years do I have to run a clinic to earn enough money for a villa? At the same time, Chen Yaji and Chen Mei, mother and daughter, also drove towards Qingshui Street. Chen Mei said worriedly, Yaji, are you sure that opening a clinic in a remote place like Qingshui Street will make the business booming? Chen Yaji said, Mom, don't worry, I have already inspected it on the spot, there is absolutely no problem. And I have also consulted professionals, and they all agree that the place is a good place for opening a clinic. Chen Mei breathed a sigh of relief, that's good. Chen Yaji continued, Mom, have you heard? Shen Shui is also going to participate in the Chinese Medicine Forum. If we can leave a good impression on Shen Shui, it will definitely be beneficial to us. Chen Mei laughed dumbly, people like Shen Shui are beyond our reach, so you should stop thinking about him. Now our most important task is to get to know the miracle doctor that Susu introduced to you. Whether your father can recover depends entirely on that miracle doctor. Chen Yaji nodded, well, I know my limits. Qingshui Street is in a remote location, and there are still many shops for rent. Yi Wudao and Su Dehai quickly chose a shop. After paying 1 year's rent, the shop was officially used by Su Dehai. The most difficult problem was solved, and the next step was to go through the formalities and contact the drug supplier, in order to open the shop as soon as possible. The two of them split up. Yi Wudao was responsible for the formalities, while Su Dehai contacted the construction team for decoration and the drug supplier. Coincidentally, Just as the two left, Chen Mei and Chen Yaji, mother and daughter, arrived. Chapter 094 Rejuvenation Clinic. You are listening at NovelsMarvel. Chen Yaji had sharp eyes and recognized Yi Wudao at a glance. She frowned. What is this guy doing here? After asking around, I found out that Yi Wudao and Su Dehai were also going to open a medical clinic on this street, and it's diagonally opposite the store they selected. This made Chen Mei gnash her teeth in hatred. That loser comes to steal business from me again. Shameless. But Chen Yaji sneered again and again. He is not qualified to steal business from us. Mom, don't worry, I won't let them open a store, at least not here. Chen Mei couldn't wait to say, Yaji, do you have any good way to deal with them? Chen Yaji said, Mom, don't worry, let them open the store first. The day they opened, I told them to close. In this way, not only will they not be able to open a store, they will also lose a lot of money. Chen Mei nodded immediately. Yes, let's do it. Yi Wudao and the Su family should have been taught a lesson long ago. Now that I think about Yi Wudao giving up on you and marrying that vixen before the wedding, I get angry. As soon as Yi Wudao called, Shen Fengchun obediently came to his doorstep with the procedures for opening a store, business license, fire license, health license. As for Su Dehai, he has worked as a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner all his life and is very familiar with drug suppliers. He has also negotiated various drug supply contracts. The decoration design was handed over to Qing Xiaoyu. After all, she is a doctoral student, so it is easy for her to design a decoration plan. As soon as the design plan came out, Su Ling'er immediately found the construction team to carry out the construction. The work of opening the clinic is in full swing. In just 3 days, a Chinese medicine shop called Rejuvenation Clinic was launched. Standing in front of the clinic, Su Dehai couldn't let go of his mood for a long time. It has always been his dream to own a clinic of his own. Today my dream finally came true. He looked at the plaque excitedly and refused to look away. Today is the first day of opening the store and an opening ceremony will be held. Li Yuhuan and Qing Xiaoyu are both here. Su Ling'er also took time out of her busy schedule to attend the opening ceremony. Su Dehai asked, Ling'er, have all your partners been notified? Su Ling'er nodded. Dad, don't worry, they will come. Su Dehai asked Li Yuhuan again, have you said hello to your dad and brother? Li Yuhuan said impatiently, you have asked me 3 times, are you tired of it? They promised they would come. That's good, that's good. Su Dehai breathed a sigh of relief. I also called a few colleagues, they probably won't let me go. Su Dehai was extremely nervous now. Who doesn't want his opening ceremony to be a glorious one? He wanted to confirm again and again that there would be no problems with the opening ceremony. Yi Wudao smiled slightly. Dad, don't be nervous, I also called a few friends to come over to support you. Su Dehai nodded. Sorry to trouble you, Xiaoye. Su Ling'er asked curiously, Yi Wudao, do you still have friends in Linhai? Who are they? No wonder Su Ling'er was curious. After all, Yi Wudao had been hanging around Chen Yaji for the past 5 years and had no friends or relatives. Yi Wudao smiled mysteriously. You will know when they come. Those friends of mine will scare you to death if I tell you. At this time, a shop opposite them opened. Chen Mei and Chen Yaji walked out of the shop. Seeing these two people, the Su family frowned slightly, and an ominous premonition emerged in their hearts. Chapter 095, Offending Someone I Should Not Offend. You are listening at NovelsMarvel. For a long time, Chen Yaji's family has been targeting her family because of Su Ling'er's marriage robbery. This time they suddenly appeared here. It must be bad news. As expected, as soon as the two of them walked out, a van suddenly stopped at her door. 2 workers took out a plaque from the car and hung it up under Chen Yaji's command. The 4 words Miaosho Clinic were very dazzling. In addition, workers took out salutes and fireworks from the car. The Su family frowned even more. Chen Yaji's family also wants to open a clinic here, and it will open today. They are deliberately trying to steal the limelight from their own family. Su Dehai lost his temper and asked, Chen Mei, are you going to open a clinic here too? Chen Mei snorted, why, only your family is allowed to open a clinic here, but mine is not. Come to think of it, we registered for the business license earlier than you did. Su Dehai, then why didn't you tell us earlier? We wouldn't have opened a clinic here earlier. Chen Mei sneered, if I had told you earlier, how could I have squeezed you? Su Dahai, what do you mean? Chen Yaji also interrupted, you'll know later. As she spoke, she arrogantly made a beheading gesture. Su Dahai became uneasy. Oh no, it seems that they have been prepared to deal with us. Today's opening ceremony, I'm afraid they will steal the limelight. Yi Wudao comforted, Dad, don't worry. Today I invited a big shot to take charge, no one can steal the limelight from our family. Su Dahai was worried, hey, Chen Mei has some connections in the officialdom. I'm afraid your friends in the business world are useless. Yi Wudao smiled slightly and said nothing, officialdom. That's my home court. Not long after, Su Jiangwo and Su Dashan arrived. Su Dahai hurriedly greeted them, Dad, big brother, you are here, please come in. Su Jiangwo said coldly, how much money will you give to support your family? Su Dahai was stunned, give money, that you support me with gifts, shouldn't you give me money? Why are you asking me for money now? Su Jiangwo scolded, Humph, don't you know your own weight? You still have the nerve to open a clinic? Su Dahai's face immediately turned red with anxiety. Others can insult him in any way, but they can't insult his medical skills, he retorted, Dad, what's wrong with my medical skills? After all, I am the vice president of the hospital. Su Jiangwo snorted, you got the position of vice president by taking shortcuts, what's there to brag about? Wenxuemi.cc. Su Dahai was speechless. Indeed, he got the position of vice president with the help of Yi Wudao, but if his medical skills were not up to standard, would the hospital let him be the vice president? Su Dashan was impatient, Dad, don't waste time with Dahai. Let's go and show support to Chen Yaji's family. They'll give us 1,000 yuan each. As for Dahai's clinic, it's unlikely to open today. Su Dahai asked hurriedly, Brother, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't open it? Su Dashan said, you offended someone you shouldn't have offended. Su Jiangwo and his family walked towards Chen Yaji's clinic. Chen Yaji greeted them enthusiastically, Grandpa Su, you are still very clear-headed and know that some people open clinics just to make money. You can sacrifice your relatives for the sake of justice and not help the evil. I admire you. Su Jiangwo nodded and walked into the clinic. Chen Yaji boasted proudly, Su Dahai, even your closest people don't trust your medical skills, how can you still open a clinic? Chapter 096 Wang Bing. You are listening at NovelsMarvel. This sentence made Su Linger's family blush. At this moment, their hearts were broken. They never thought that at this time, grandpa and uncle would side with outsiders to deal with them. Is this considered a relative? Even the enemy is not so excessive, even the closest people do not think highly of his medical skills. If this gets out, it will be a fatal blow to the doctor's reputation. Without a reputation, how can this clinic be opened? Even Qing Xiaoyu, an outsider, couldn't stand it. Linger, your grandfather and his family are too much. They have been bullying your family for so many years. If it were me, I would have cut off relations with them long ago. Su Linger sighed sadly, oh, it's hard to say. Yi Wudao patted Su Linger on the shoulder, don't worry, Linger, they will come to beg us. At this time, another group of people came. It was Su Dahai's colleague in the medical system. Su Dahai greeted them with a smile, Lao Zhang, Lao Li, you came so early. The colleague smiled a little fake, Lao Su, congratulations, you are now a big boss. Su Dahai said modestly, I just want to make a living, please come in. However, those people were a little embarrassed, sorry, Lao Su, we have something to do later, so we can't go in and sit down. Su Dahai was a little embarrassed, is that so? Before he came to his senses, the group of colleagues suddenly walked towards Chen Yaji's family. Boss Chen, congratulations. Boss Chen's clinic is bigger than I thought. I believe that with Chen Mei's medical skills, this clinic will gradually grow and may surpass our Ren AI hospital. Chen Mei smiled, you are too kind. We open a clinic not to make money, but to save lives. Colleagues sighed, the conscience of the industry. At Chen Mei's invitation, everyone walked into the clinic. Chen Mei gave Su Dahai a provocative smile, Su Dehai was petrified and embarrassed. Chen Mei's digging was so heartless. The more Li Yuhuan looked at Su Dehai, the angrier she became. Is this what you call a good relationship? At the critical moment, she didn't give any face at all. No wonder others look down on you. Su Dehai was enraged. Shut up, at worst I won't open this clinic, okay? Li Yuhuan cursed. Outsiders bully you, you take it out on your own family. Are you still a man? Seeing that the two were about to quarrel, Yi Wudao hurriedly persuaded, don't worry, Mom and Dad, they will beg to come to our house later. The Su family sighed. They begged to come back. Begging them to come back is more like it. A black Audi suddenly stopped at the door of the clinic. A man in a suit and leather shoes got out of the car. Seeing the other party, Su Dehai's eyes lit up. Wang Bing, Section Chief Wang of the Drug Administration. Why is he here? He greeted him respectfully. Chief Wang, your arrival makes my place glorious. He subconsciously thought that Wang Bing came to support him. Wang Bing nodded indifferently. I came to take a look. Su Dehai hurriedly said, Chief Wang, please come in. Linger, pour tea for Chief Wang. Su Linger hurriedly said respectfully, okay, Chief Wang, please come in and have a cup of tea. Wang Bing walked into the clinic. Su Dehai whispered to Yi Wudao, he is the important guest you invited. I didn't expect you to have power in the medical system. Yi Wudao shook his head, I didn't invite him. He was not qualified to invite himself. Su Dehai whispered, that's strange, our relationship is not enough for him to come to support me. At this time, Wang Bing in the clinic suddenly shouted angrily, Su Dehai, get in. Chapter 097. Some are happy while others are sad. You are listening at NovelsMarvel. Su Dehai's heart skipped a beat, and he rushed in, Chief Wang, what's wrong? Wien Suemi.cc. Wang Bing pointed at a pile of medicinal materials and cursed, these medicines are special-purpose medicines and need to be registered with the Food and Drug Administration. You dare to buy and sell without registration, which is illegal. According to the regulations, your store will be closed down. What? Su Dehai suddenly felt dizzy. How can he survive in the medical system in the future when it was closed down just after opening? This is going to cut off his own financial resources, he hurriedly said. Chief Wang, don't worry, I have actually registered these medicinal materials, or you registered them yourself, have you forgotten? Wang Bing sneered, really? Why don't I remember me? You must have remembered it wrong. Su Dehai suddenly remembered something, his face full of despair. Damn, it must be Chen Mei who colluded with Wang Bing and tampered with the medicinal materials registration link. Thinking of what Chen Mei said just now, his clinic will be closed down today, he is more certain of this. Li Yuhuan was so anxious that she quickly took out a stack of money and secretly stuffed it into Wang Bing's pocket. Chief Wang, it's all Dehai's fault. Don't worry, we will go to register it later, please give us a favor. Wang Bing glanced at the money in Li Yuhuan's hand and said disdainfully, this little money, you are giving it to beggars. 100,000 yuan, I'll give you one chance. Li Yuhuan was silent. 100,000 yuan, how long will Su Dehai need to open a clinic to make it back? How could she bear it? Seeing that they couldn't come up with 100,000 yuan, Wang Bing issued an ultimatum, close the clinic immediately. Otherwise, you will be sued and go to jail. Sued, go to jail. Su Dehai instantly became cowardly. Okay, I will close the clinic immediately, and close it now. Even if the clinic doesn't open, it can't bear the disaster of jail. Wang Bing snorted coldly and turned to walk towards Chen Mei's clinic. Yi Wudao suddenly laughed and said, Section Chief Wang is so powerful. I'll give you a chance now. If you apologize, I can let you go. Wang Bing was surprised and said, who are you? Yi Wudao, Su Linger's husband. Wang Bing couldn't help laughing, so you are the son-in-law of Su Dehai's prisoner. How dare you, a prisoner, disrespect public officials? You'd better behave yourself, or I can send you back to jail. Yi Wudao, good, very good. It seems that the drug administration is not clean. A small section chief is so powerful. Su Linger hurriedly ran up and pulled the corner of Yi Wudao's clothes. Yi Wudao, stop talking. If he continued to talk, he would anger Wang Bing. Wang Bing really dared to take legal procedures. Wang Bing walked towards Chen Mei with a proud face. Chen Mei greeted him respectfully. Chief Wang, you are a rare guest. Please come in. Wang Bing nodded. Chen Mei, run this clinic well. I fully support you. Some people want to steal your business, but they also need to see if they have the capital. Chen Mei, I feel relieved with what Chief Wang said. Please come in. Chen Mei personally welcomed Wang Bing in. Chen Yaji smiled coldly. Su Dehai, your clinic was closed down just after it opened. It is probably the shortest-lived clinic in the world. Huh, it's so funny. Su Dehai gritted his teeth in hatred. Chen Yaji, did your family arrange all this? Your family is so heartless. Chen Yaji said angrily, get lost. When your daughter was stealing my man, why didn't you say you were heartless? But speaking of it, I really have to thank your daughter for picking up my broken shoes. Otherwise, my mother would still be working in the hospital. Chapter 098 A Great Honor. You are listening at NovelsMarvel.audio. After saying that, she also turned around and went back to the clinic to entertain the guests. Su Dehai was so angry that he stammered. The workers hired by Chen Yaji's family began to set off fireworks and firecrackers. The clinic was also filled with the laughter of guests, which was very lively. Many neighbors were attracted by the opening ceremony of Chen's clinic. Looking at Su's clinic, it was deserted, with only Su Dehai's family. Even the shop was closed, in sharp contrast. The neighbors who were watching pointed at Su Linger's family. Su Dehai was extremely embarrassed and wished he could find a crack in the ground to crawl into. Let's go. Su Dehai's voice was a little choked. Su Linger hurriedly comforted, Dad, if this clinic is not open, then don't open it. I will support you in the future. Good girl. Su Dehai forced a smile. In fact, he opened the clinic not to make money, but just to fulfill a dream that he had dreamed for a lifetime. Today, the dream woke up. However, Yi Wudao suddenly said, Dad, the guests haven't arrived yet, how can we leave? Su Dehai said sadly, the clinic is closed, so it's useless for guests to come. You should notify your friends and tell them not to come. Yi Wudao shook his head, it's too late, they're already here. Arrived? Where? The Su family was puzzled. At this time, a row of black luxury cars suddenly stopped at the door. The worst car in this fleet is a Mercedes-Benz S-Class worth more than 1 million. The car door opened, and a team of suits and leather shoes came down. The leader was Shen Fengchan, the richest man in Linhai. Behind him were all partners of the Shen family, all well-known big bosses. Su Dehai whispered, Mr. Shen is coming here to inspect the project, that he didn't think about the other party coming. To support him at all, after all, it was too unrealistic. Shen Fengchan glanced at the scene, then walked straight to Su Dehai and held his hands enthusiastically. Mr. Su, I'm sorry I'm late. I hope I didn't delay our opening ceremony. Ah. Su Dehai suddenly shuddered. Mr. Shen, you came here, to support me? Shen Fengchan nodded, yes. He waved his hand, and his men immediately came up with gifts. Linhai, Shen Fengchan, gift money 88,888, and a silk banner. Linhai, Wang Tianlai, gift money 66,660, and a silk banner. Liaoshi, Zhang Liqiang, gift money 66,660, and a silk banner. Shenqing. The onlookers were dumbfounded. It was a great honor for the richest man in Linhai to come and support a small clinic in person. What's more, he brought nearly 1 million in gift money. The gift money alone is more profitable than running a clinic. Also, the silk banner sent by the richest man in Linhai is not something that can be estimated by money. Finally, it was Su Linger who reacted first. Dad, please invite Mr. Shen in for a cup of tea. Su Dehai came back to his senses and swallowed his saliva. Mr. Shen. Mr. Shen, please come in. Yi Wudao reminded him, forget about going in, Dad, have you forgotten that our clinic has been closed? Shen Fengchan glanced at the closed shutter door and his heart trembled instantly. Damn, who is blind enough to seal Mr. Ye's clinic? This is not wanting to live. Just when Su Dehai was at a loss, several more cars stopped nearby. These cars are very ordinary, but the license plate numbers are not ordinary. This is a government car. When the people in the car got off, Su Dehai became even more excited. It was from the Ministry of Public Commerce, and the director Lu Daqian led the team personally. Chapter 99 Who Sealed This? You are listening at NovelsMarvel.audio. Su Dehai subconsciously wanted to go forward to greet him, but when he thought that he still had to greet Shenfeng Chun, he felt a little tricky. Shenfeng Chun seemed to see his concerns and said hurriedly, "Mr. Su, you go first, I'll stand here." Su Dehai nodded and trotted to Lu Daqian. "Mr. Lu, why did you come in person?" "I'm sorry for not welcoming you." Lu Daqian bowed and shook Su Dehai's hand, with a very humble attitude. "Mr. Su, I came uninvited. I won't make it difficult for you, will I?" Su Dehai hurriedly said, "Mr. Lu, you are joking. It is my honor to have you here, a great honor. Please come in quickly." Wenchuemi.cc, Lu Daqian smiled slightly. "Don't rush in, Xiao Lu, here is my gift, bring it over." His secretary immediately came up with a plaque. "Mr. Su, please accept this plaque." On the plaque, the 4 words Minqing Medical Center were shining. The 3 words Ministry of Public Affairs below are clearly visible. The Ministry of Public Affairs sent a plaque of Minqing Medical Clinic, which is an official praise for him, word of mouth. What is the most important thing for a medical clinic? Of course, word of mouth. Su Dehai was almost crying with excitement, and his heart began to beat wildly again. "My little darling," Lu Daqian took out another stack of money. "This is a small gift from me, please accept it, Mr. Su." Su Dehai took it with trembling hands. "Mr. Lu, go in first, go in first." He was incoherent, talking about plaques and money. He really didn't know what to say. Yi Wudao suddenly said, "Dad, you forgot that our store has been sealed up and we can't open the door to welcome customers." "What?" Lu Daqian looked at the door of the medical clinic with horror, and his face turned pale in an instant. He even dared to seal up the store of the legendary war god Shinshui. Is this man tired of living? Lu Daqian asked hurriedly, "Mr. Su, who sealed this?" Su Dehai said, "Section Chief Wang Bing of the Drug Administration said that our special drugs were not registered, but I clearly registered them." Lu Daqian said, "Wang Bing? I don't know him, but the director of the Drug Administration, Lu Jin, will be here later." "Humph, don't worry, I will definitely help you scold Lao Lu later." What a shitty team he brought. Soon, 2 more groups of people came. One of them was the director of the Qingshui Street Police Station, Du Suo. If it were normal times, Su Dehai would have to lick Du Suo's ass, but today was different. In front of Lu Daqian and Shenfeng Chun, Du Suo seemed insignificant. Du Suo was also sensible. He greeted Su Dehai and hid in the corner tactfully, acting as a little transparent. The other group of people was the director of the Drug Administration, Lu Jin. Su Dehai was about to go forward to greet him, but Shenfeng Chun suddenly said, "Old Lu, you actually have the nerve to come here." Lu Daqian also blamed, "Look at what you did today, it's too unkind." Being blamed by Shenfeng Chun and Lu Daqian, Lu Jin was stunned on the spot. Is it because I brought too little gift money? It doesn't matter, I have more prepared. Lu Daqian said, "It has nothing to do with the gift money. It was your subordinate Wang Bing who sealed up Mr. Su's shop." "What?" Lu Jin jumped up immediately, his face was so angry that veins protruded. "Wang Bing, you are just causing trouble for me. I checked before I came and confirmed that Mr. Su's clinic had complete procedures. What right did he have to seal up Mr. Su's clinic?" Chapter 100 The Godmaster owes me a favor. You are listening at NovelsMarvel.audio. "Mr. Su, I'm sorry. It's my poor management that has caused you trouble. Don't worry, I will definitely give you a satisfactory explanation today. Just open the door. I will kill anyone who dares to stop me." Su Dehai was grateful. "Thank you, Mr. Lu." He quickly opened the shutter door and welcomed the guests in. Yi Wudao was about to go in, but Su Linger stopped him. Su Linger said, "Aren't you going to explain to me why there are so many guests?" Yi Wudao, "They are here to show their support for our dad." Su Linger, nonsense, of course I know, I'm asking who they are here for. Cheng Xiaoyu hurriedly ran up and said, Sister Ling, go and entertain the guests quickly, we'll talk later if there's anything. Su Linger nodded, well, let's go entertain the guests first. Cheng Xiaoyu took Su Linger into the clinic. Cheng Xiaoyu also turned back and blinked at Yi Wudao. Hee, I helped you out, brother-in-law, you owe me a favor, godly general owes me a favor, this is awesome. Inside Chen Yaji's family clinic, Chen Yaji arranged for everyone to sit down, then walked out of the clinic, ready to let the restaurant serve the food. As soon as she went out, she found that Su Linger's family clinic was actually open. She smiled coldly. Humph, you are looking for death, don't blame me for being cruel. She entered the clinic again and walked to Wang Bing. Mr. Wang, your words don't work. Wang Bing was puzzled. Yaji, where did you get this from? Chen Yaji said, the clinic opposite is open again, and it opened in front of you, which is a provocation to your majesty. Asshole. Wang Bing slammed the table and stood up. They are looking for death. Okay, if you want to die, I will fulfill your wish. Wang Bing walked out angrily and rushed toward Su Linger's family clinic with murderous intent. The other guests were not in the mood to drink tea, and they all walked out of the clinic, ready to see Su Linger's family make a fool of themselves. Wang Bing approached Su Linger's clinic and roared, Su Dahai, get out of here. There were messy footsteps in the clinic, and then a group of people walked out. This group of people had a strong aura, dressed in suits and leather shoes, attracting attention. The guests of Chen Yaji's family looked closely and were stunned. The richest man in Linhai, Shen Fengchun. The director of the Ministry of Public Commerce, Lu Daqian. The head of the Drug Administration, Lu Jin. The boss of the police station, Du Suo. Oh my god, how come Su Dahai's family has gathered so many big shots? Any one of them would be a heavyweight guest, who could calm the scene. The guests of Chen Yaji's family were not even shabby in front of them. Isn't Su Dahai just an ordinary doctor? How come his network of contacts is so extensive? These people are almost regretting that they should not have supported Chen Yaji's family. Su Dahai stood at the front of the crowd, confident. Chief Wang, do you want to ask me something? At this time, Wang Bing was about to collapse, let alone other things. Lu Jin alone had put pressure on him, that was his immediate superior. Wang Bing's voice trembled. Dahai, Mr. Su, I'm here to give you a gift. It's just a small gift, not a respect. He casually took out a handful of money from his pocket and was about to give it to Su Dahai. However, Su Dahai didn't take it. Wang Ku, you just sealed up my clinic yourself, why are you suddenly giving me a gift now? Wang Bing was sweating. I was just joking. Lu Jin stood up and angrily said, asshole, this kind of thing is not a joke. Wang Bing, now I accuse you of abusing your power and neglecting your duties. Pack your bags quickly, get out, and wait for investigation.